Hello, I am Simon Steele, and I want to give you a few quick tips about how to establish a budget. You need to understand that a budget is not always a negative thing, as people will try to make it appear to be. Or sometimes mentally you can feel that your budget is stressful, or setting a budget is more of a headache than what it's worth. But you have to understand, if you don't have a budget, then 9 times out of 10 you're not prepared. At least if you have a budget, you can be prepared for whatever comes, or you have a strategy how to handle it. So a budget is not negative, a budget is positive. Having one gives you the ability to prepare for the present and also to prepare for the future. So you want to have a calculated movement when it comes to your finances. You want to be very calculated in how you're going to attack the next week, how you're going to attack the next month. So even the next day, you have bills coming up, you have money that you want to save up. I don't care if you're saving up for vacation or if you're saving up for school, whatever the case may be. You need to have a budget, and you need to have a realistic strategy to help you accomplish those goals. Next, understand that the wealthy, people who are very financially well off, is because not only did they plan, they prepare, but they also set a budget. They were very strict, very calculated on where they placed their funds. So we also need to be very calculated. We need to have a budget. Even the city, the state, the country, on all levels, there's a budget somewhere. And that budget allows people to continue to thrive and have success. So if the wealthy have a budget in place, then we need to have a budget in place for those who may not be there yet. So the average American needs a budget. People who don't have a budget, usually they end up going over budget. They end up in the red. And we don't want to be in the red. We want to be in the green, well, in the black. Next, paycheck to paycheck is not fun. And one way to avoid having to live from paycheck to the paycheck is to have a budget in place so that we can prepare for what's to come. Whether you're preparing for a birthday, or whether you're preparing to pay taxes, or whether you're preparing to pay your property tax, your driver's license may get ready to be expired, your car tags need to be updated. There's a way to prepare for all of these things through a budget. And your budget takes you not only from month to month, but throughout the whole year. Next, it's time for all of us to be proactive. It's time for us to stand up, get motivated, and do what it takes to put us in a better position, to put yourself in a better place financially. Too many times we say, well, I'll do it next week, or I'll do it tomorrow. Well, tomorrow you may be fatigued. Tomorrow you may be tired. Something may come up. So when you have that moment in time, now's the time to take action. Now's the time to be accountable, be motivated, and do what's best for you. Because think about it. If you don't do it for you, then who's going to do it? Exactly. Nobody. Because 9 times out of 10, nobody else really cares except for you. So here's the plan that we want to do. Not only are we going to be motivated, but you need to write out all of your expenses. Every bill that you pay for that month, from the light bill to your mortgage or rent, whatever it is, utilities, all your major bills, all the way down to the minor ones, the smaller ones, car insurance, life insurance, house insurance, you name it, whatever bills there are, don't leave out anything. Everything needs to be accounted for in that budget. So write all of those things out in detail. You can write them in a notebook. You can get you a notebook. Keep up with it every single day. You can also get an Excel sheet. You can punch that thing in on Excel sheets. There's all type of tools online that you can find Excel sheets where it may have all of those things already on the Excel sheet, and you're just punching in the numbers. So not only do you want to write down what bill you have or what company it comes from, but you want to know the amount of what that bill is. What is on average? What is that cable bill every month? What is that electric bill every month? And as you continue to do it throughout the year, you'll also be able to find out your average cost on all of these things. But it's May 10th, so right now, the rest of May that you do have, write down all the bills that you have of May. Because here's the challenge, here's the goal. By June 10th, we want to be able to have written down all our bills that we have to pay throughout the month, so that we can get to the next step of why we're making this budget. Why are we writing down all our expenses? Also, do not forget to write down all your stops at the gas station, whether you get snacks in the gas station, whether you get a bottle, something to drink at the gas station, or whether you're pumping gas. So we also want to remember groceries and gas. Don't forget your groceries and your gas in the budget. Those are huge. Also, there probably are apps that will help you keep up with where your money is spent. 10 days have already gone by in this month. So you say, well, 10 days are already gone by. How can I find out what I did? Well, if you use the debit card, you can go back to your bank account, your banking statements, or log in online, and there you'll be able to find out where you swiped your card at. Or if you use cash, where you took money out of that ATM machine, and it was 10 days ago, so you can kind of figure out where you spent that $20 or $40 and how much change you have left in your pocket. So get motivated, get to it. If you have to stay up late one night without an extra hour or two of sleep, go ahead and knock it out. One of the easiest things to do is go over everything daily. Doing it for the first month or two, go over everything, all your expenses that have come out for that month. Also, if you pay any credit card bills, you need to write that down. What do you pay monthly on those credit cards? Student loans, you name it. Get all that stuff written down. Put it on paper, put it on an Excel sheet, or find a way to keep log of it digitally, electronically. Like I said, there's other apps out there that you can use. Also, anybody who's experienced with setting a budget, people who are used to doing this or have been doing it, feel free to comment, feel free to write down or show some people some of the things that you do, some of the technology that you use that has helped you with setting a budget and putting it in place. What we want to do is find out, where are our funds going? Where is your money going? Because usually what happens is at the end of the month, or even in the middle of the month, all of a sudden the whole paycheck is gone. Who's tired of that feeling? You should get tired of that feeling to the point to where you want to take action and do something about it. I don't want to just have the feeling of where did my money go. I don't mind my money going places. I just need to know where it went. And you need to know where your money went. So we have to set a budget in place. Experienced people, feel free to comment and share what it is that you do to help with your budget. We want our expenses and bills down. Keep up with your fast food stops, the gas station stops. Also, feel free, if you like the video, if you want to see what else is coming up next, hit the subscribe button. I want you to follow. When you hit the subscribe button, anytime I upload another video, you will be notified first, and you'll be able to keep up with what's going on. So our first challenge, so that we can set a proper budget in place, is we need to find out where the money is going. Where is the money going? It's time to be a detective and get on the top of that. It's time to be Sherlock Holmes and get on top of that. That's what we need to do. We need to be Sherlock Holmes on our finances, because now's the time that we can come together and be financially literate. There are a lot of things that we have to learn. Not only how to budget, but then there's other things to come that we need to set in place. And this is a forum that we will talk about those things so that we can grow together. Nobody has it all together. We all have to learn from one another. And the only way we're going to learn from one another is if we take time to sit down and listen and try to improve ourselves, to make ourselves better, so we can find out where the money is going. It's May 10th. By by June 10th, we want to have our budget in place. Thank you.